What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So we got a crazy development right now. In the last few days, Froch, the Cobra, El Cobra, put a video out essentially saying what I've been saying, that AJ Dubois shouldn't be for the IBF. He then goes on a monologue about what he's done in his career, and people in the comments, AJ stands, Anthony Johnston homosexuals have been going at him. Apparently, the Cobra has revisionist history. Yeah, his embellished history is the allegation. So we're going to investigate this, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a historian, and I actually started watching boxing when Froch fought Groves. That was probably the first fight. Tell a lie. Yeah, the first proper fight I watched was that fight, but I think Fury and David Hay, whenever that beef was, I'm not sure when Froch and Groves fought 2014, 2014. Anyway, we'll get into that. But Froch Groves was one of the first fights that really got me into the game, so I wasn't clued up like that. But we're going to listen to the bar. So this is what Carl Froch alleges his career was like.
Given the chance, the opportunity to then go and fight the champion. When I fought for that red and gold belt there, I boxed the IBF champion, unbeaten, Lucien Butte, Romanian-Canadian, Lucien Butte, unbeaten with a high knockout percentage. Not many people thought I could win, but I fought him in a 5-round absolute whitewash because I was charged. I was ready to become world champion for the 3rd time. And I went in there and I ripped the belt off the champion. And I think this fight being made for the IBF title, it dilutes the belt. It takes away from what it is to become a world champion. And whoever wins this title, they're going to be crowned IBF world champion. But everybody deep down knows that this fight is actually just an eliminator for the interim. And maybe that's why Wembley Stadium's not sold out. There's thousands of tickets left available. If you see it for the British title,
AJ.
It's still climbed off the canvas to the canvas.
So those are the claims from the Cobra. Yeah, essentially he's talking about winning the IBF against Butte, I think. Anyway, Butte. B-O-O-T-Y. I think that's what they call him, Butte. Okay, Froch fought Lucien Butte, and it was for the IBF. And let's get to the point. Here's the stance. Here's the Anthony Johnston, aka Anthony Robert Belchua, stands right now. They're doing the most in the Johnston homosexual community. Fair, someone got to do it, right? I mean, there's always homosexuals everywhere. Do you understand that one there? Every group of... The sad thing about boxing is, boxing's full of men. And yet, there's still men who are fixing to move out of their sexual preference. Yeah, most of these men probably like women most of the time, but when it comes to boxing, when it comes to them big bulls, they've been turkeyified. Do you understand? His turculency really is the pinnacle of the homosexual culture. Yeah, I see bull, I want bull. Anyway, let's get to what these cats are saying. Let's see what the AJ stands are saying. Here we go. Carl, you won the vacant title against Arthur Abraham in your next fight after losing to Kessler, and then won the IBF immediately after losing the WBC to Ward. I don't see this as any different, and it comes off massively hypocritical. So why haven't they talked about Butte? Because Carl didn't talk about Abraham, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't hear that at all. So let's get into this here, because Froch has actually replied. The only difference is Carl was mandatory for the belt. The governing bodies are willing to do anything they can to get money. Where's Froch's comment? Let's have a look here. Because Froch actually replied to one of these hating ass dudes. Oh, Froch put a laughing face. He also said, no, Kessler wasn't stripped. He retired after he beat me as he was so badly injured. Froch said he didn't iron out anyone of note, so I doubt it. I don't know what he's talking about there. Sorry that your hearing doesn't work. Yeah, I haven't heard no one mention Butte. But anyway, let's look at Carl's record, because I haven't spent no time on his record. Let's go to Butte. Yeah, where is Butte? B-O-O-T-Y. Butte. Let's see what Lucien Butte's saying. Okay. Oh, this was recent. This is almost before he retired then. So he won the IBF. I guess he'd never fought for the IBF before. So the reason Carl uses the Butte analogy is because he hadn't fought for the IBF. And this belt is specifically for the IBF. So, I mean, Carl's not going to lie about how he beat Bute, is he? So Bute must have had this IBF strap end of the day. Yeah, and Froch give it to him. And blew his back out. And Bute was undefeated, to be fair. He was undefeated, man, at that point. At that point, Bute was undefeated. And Carl blew his back out. So, that's legitimate. I don't... Stans, yeah. Carl Froch talked about Bute. Yeah? The Stans, they talk about someone else. Abraham and Nissaham and whatever Ham. Kessler Ham. He ain't mentioned Kessler. So what's your point? Yeah? And I guess the narrative could be, I'm unbiased, so reading this now from the stands, it leads you to believe, oh, IB, well, Froch has fought for vacant belts before, so what's AJ's problem? The issue is, AJ ain't fighting for a vacant belt like that. Yeah, now if it was the case, yeah, that Ward, if it was the case that Andre Ward lost, if it was the case that Carl Froch lost to Andre Ward, and then Ward was stripped, and Carl Froch forced the IBF to strip Ward to get the belt, that would be the same situation, and Carl Froch would be a hypocrite. So wait there, okay, and then won the IBF immediately after losing the WBC to Ward. So Froch is just fighting for another belt that Ward didn't have yet. Is that the case? I thought Ward was undisputed. When did Ward go undisputed then? This is getting political now, people. Let's see when Ward first went undisputed. Oh, he never did it. Did he? Oh, maybe he never become undisputed. That's fascinating. I didn't know that, you know. I just assumed he was. Wonder why he didn't do that. He beat Froch. He beat Dawson. Why is he dropping belts for? He had WBC there, now he's got one belt. Paul Smith. Okay, I don't know what's going on, people, I ain't gonna lie. It's a bit of a madness. He's fighting for the WBO International Light Heavy. Whoa. So, this is mad, people, I ain't gonna lie. But either way, the IBF was never stripped from Andre Ward. Carl Froch. So Carl Froch lost the WBA and WBC, or didn't have them. He lost that fight in 2011. Ward, okay, maybe this is where the thing comes in. 2013, Ward somehow loses the WBC. I don't know how he lost it, but whatever. So let's see if Froch fought for WBC between 2011 and 2013. That might, to be fair, it might be like one of them. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look at Frochy. Oh, allow it. Where's Frochy at? Where's the Frocher? So between when Froch lost to Ward at the end of 2011 and 2013, when Ward's WBC disappears here, the end of 2013, so we've got a 2-year span now. Did Froch fight for that WBC in the 2-year span after losing to Ward? IBF. No, he didn't. So what are these cats talking about? Ward, oh, he's got WBA there. I'm baffed, people, I ain't gonna lie. So Ward fought, Froch is fighting for the when does Froch start fighting for the WBA? Froch fights for the WBA against Kessler in 2013 May. Ward fights for the WBA in 2013 November. I'm baffed, people. That's baffling to me. So Froch won it against Kessler. Where did it disappear to then? No, this is mad, people. What the fuck? Froch wins WBA in May 2013. He then beats Groves in November 2013. The fuck? How does... Oh my god, my eyes are crossed, people. No, I'm right. People, I'm baffled here. I'm proper baffled. I'm lost. I'm losing my head here. Ward... The fuck? This is mad, people. What's going on? This is mad. I'm losing my head. I can't work out what's going on. Ward has, listen people, this is the fact here, look. 2012, September, Ward has the WBA Super World title. 2013, 6 months later, Ward has it, WBA World Super. But then, Froch apparently has it in November, WBA Super Middle World title, in November 2013. And then Ward has it 10 days later. WBA Super World Middle. Nah, this is mad. WBA. I don't know what's going on, people. It's a bit. Maybe they got a bit. I give up anyway. That's just. Can someone explain to me what's going on here? Because I can't see how two people have the same belt over the same period. That's wiggy. That's proper wiggy. Anywho, listen. Froch, to be fair to him, he's only lost to Ward. Lost to Ward and Kessler. I thought he beat Kessler later on. Yeah, he did beat Kessler later on. So he lost to Ward and Kessler, and he avenged one of the losses. It's pretty solid. That's as simple as that, people. And Groves went on to world champion and was in the mix, and Froch took him out when Froch was getting a bit long in the tooth at that point. So, listen. End of the day, Johnston stands, they always going to be complaining. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? I'm new age. I came up in the AJ era. I'm not a historian, and I'm not a Carl Froch shill like that. I don't know him like that in terms of boxing. And I'm biased towards now's times. If I looked at Carl Froch's record, because of my era, I mean, I just don't see nothing on it. That's the truth. You lost to Ward, essentially. I don't know Kessler or Abraham like that. I know Abraham now, who washed up. Yeah, he'd been washed up. Ubambi had a go on him, proper go on him. So I don't know him like that. But at the end of the day, man, he's world champion. He's been unified world champion. Was he better than Ward? No, he just wasn't. I mean, apparently the fight was close, though. Look at this, people. The fight was close. Look. That's not how I remember it, though. But look, the fight was close. Two judges had Froch losing by only a round. But then, the other judge has it. That's how I remember it. I remember it 110, 118. So was there some moody judging? Although, Ward didn't come to fight. But Ward never come to fight. Ward politicking. Froch came to fight. And that's what I respect about Froch. Froch, yeah, he wasn't the best. Froch doesn't have pound for pound like that. Bottom line. You can't look at Froch as a fighter and say he's got pound for pound this. Apart from, no, tell a lie. Froch has pound for pound. Yeah? Froch has the pound for pound, the gigs. Monster, gonna get yeah? He got the gigs. But in terms of skills and power, you can't say it's pound for pound. His willingness, his warrior spirit is pound for pound. You can't look at him and say that there's other things there that are pound for pound. But despite that, despite not having, his defense was leaky, his technique wasn't all that, he wasn't a massive puncher, but despite all them, Eddie Hearn even says, Froch really shouldn't have done what he did. What got him there, though, is like the bars from Dana White. Dana White said recently, I'll tell you what, Froch reminds me of Sean Strickland. That kind of thing. He ain't the most clean and whatever else, but he wants to fight. And that's what I respect about Carl Froch. Yeah, when it's all said and done, you can't be, not all of us can be a 6'5" African-Yalese like Anthony Johnston. What all of us can be, though, is hard bastards who refuse to lose and are prepared to have a go. I remember the Ward fight, Froch was getting pinged up. He was getting frustrated, but he was still trying to come forward and fight. He wasn't thinking, oh, I don't really fancy this no more. He was still trying to find a way, and I don't know about the judges' scorecards. I haven't scored the fight, ever, but this implies at least there must have been, he was winning some rounds. There's no, I mean, even a Canelo card, even Canelo, this here, yeah, is a Canelo Bivol card, 113, 115. And Canelo did win 3 or 4 rounds, right? So Froch at least won 3 or 4 rounds against Ward, and Ward weren't trying to fight like Ward, like politicking. So Froch doesn't have the best gifts from God. What he does have, though, is a work ethic and a gigs to get him through. Johnston has all the gifts from the gods, but he don't want to fight. And this game is the fight game. Yeah, I think Anthony Johnston would make a great politician. He lie, he fake, right? Johnston, really, he'd be a top dog in the political circles. Yeah, he come out there kissing babies and everything. Next thing, he on a madness. Yeah, Johnston would be great at telling you to sit in your house because there's a mad disease going around, and more time, them man having party. That's the kind of shtick AJ could run on you, man, because he's been running on you, man. Right? Oh, man, stay humble. Stay hungry. 2 2s. Get on my level. Get on my level. That's the definition of El Political. Say one thing, do another. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. People, smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this. Stop it.